Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I am Jason, your host. I'm on my way to town to pick up some treats for the doggies. I'm going to pick up a burger or something for the doggies. I want to go for a little ride because I've done the maintenance on the vehicle. This Quingo, I checked all the nuts and bolts underneath it, checked the wheels that they weren't going to fall off, that all the axle bolts were fitted right. Pretty much it's in really good condition. I think the only thing that it needed to do was tighten one bolt, which was a main one on the actual wishbone at the front, because that gets a lot of movement, so therefore that will be one that opens up slightly. But with all the stuff I've done on this, I mean, we're coming up to 540 miles on this. It's doing really well. The squeaking that I've been hearing on the wheels, I think is just because it's been sitting more and the weather's getting wet and the weather's getting cold and that, so that's I think why it's actually had a squeak in that when you turn sometimes. Nothing that shows that anything's going wrong, or that I can see. I reinflated the tyres and that, so you're just going out on a nice little vroom vroom. I also fixed the extension cable for feeding power to it, because that had too much. It was a 40-meter extension cable, outdoors extension cable, and it's only like 10 meters from the socket, the weatherproof socket, to the actual Quingo. So I always had a lot of it, and you can't really leave it on the actual extension reel because it can affect stuff. It's bad. You don't use one of these things when it's got the extension like that. So I cut it and reconnected. Yep, I'm still getting the squeaky sound of when I turn a specific direction, but it is just because he hasn't been out for a while. So I did all that, and now I'm just taking it for a run. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. We're going to the park again. I'm going to go the same way I normally go. It's not going to be any different unless something happens. But I'm just trying to do a little bit of a run, grab something for the doggies and come home. I've been waiting for a day where it was dry enough for me to actually tip the Quingo scooter up on its back so I could get to everything underneath. This Quingo has given me so much freedom that I haven't had for probably most of my life. Because even before I met Paola, if I needed to go somewhere, I would always go from A to B in a straight line with my head down, and if I couldn't find a place that I could walk away from people, I would just look the other way and try to hope that nobody wanted to talk to me. This is how I live, from A to B, A to B, A to B. I never looked around the town. When Paola was with me and I was pushing her wheelchair around, I got to see more of the actual world than ever before, because I could hold on to a wheelchair, and that was my safe space, my anchor. And this is taking on that form. So yes, I'm looking forward to be able to go out with Monkey and that once they're here. But yeah, this vehicle has got such a lot of power and torque. Looks like the big circus tent is up. If you can see over there, yeah, you can see anything. Yes, let's head out here. I'm not going to go to Tesco or anything, I'm just going to pop over to the main town, pick up a burger for the dogs and come home. Just make sure there's nothing else coming. I mean, 8 mile an hour and acceleration up to 9-10 mile an hour if you need it doesn't seem much on it compared to a car, but on these small roads it's well enough, and it just gives you such a boost. Now, usually I go out there, but there's been a lot of changes. I'm going to just... Does this have a way? I don't know. Let's have a look. We're going to just have a look around here. That's just cute little houses. There's tiny little houses. Let's see. So this is supposed to, I should be able to get on here. And around here. Oh. Alright. Here we go. We can do it. We are awesome, like a fish in the sea. Meep, meep. I'll be glad when they finished all this. It's going to be really smooth pavement. This is going to be interesting to get around there. Go around that bit of wall. There. We can make it. Okay. Is that vehicle going to go off? I think it did. I'm going to have to go around there, and hopefully there's enough room between. So let's turn around here. Past that sign and go round the corner. Woohoo! Beep beep, says the gate. Some of these lights are not bad for crossing. And if it's one way and the traffic clears, you're fine for crossing over. Oh. There we go. Right, let's get over here and go up to the Tundra Tower. My other scooter, the Revo, it's okay, but it doesn't have the power. I never feel as safe on that. But it's going to be mainly used if I want to go onto the train, or if I want to get inside go for a doctor's appointment and I've got to go to the doctor, then I will use that one because it'll fit in the lift easier. But if I had the choice, this is the one I'd use everywhere. Because I just completely trust this one. Boom, boom, boom. So we'll get up into town and then I'll shut things down while I go and buy the stuff, because the reason I do that is when I actually have to interact with people like actually as in if I have to order a burger for the dogs or anything like that, or when I have to, you always notice that when I have to pay the actual people that the people at the actual Tesco, I turn off my log because I've got to 100% focus completely and totally on trying to interact with a person in a normal way, and that's not easy to do. And so it makes me self-conscious when normally this is in my safe space, but when I have to interact with people actually one-to-one, it's hard. So that's why I always turn this off just before I'm doing stuff like that. I haven't had any lunch myself, but I've got some food at home for me. Well, this is just a treat for the dogs. I like coming up and I needed to give it a little run around once I had tweaked everything, just to make sure. So I will shut this down now for a little bit, and I'll talk to you in a bit. So bye bye for now.